Today's gonna be my first use of the Pearl Flexi. Now, I know this razor has been out there on the market for a long time, 3 years maybe. I have never used it. I recently got, actually full disclosure, I got recently some products from Pearl, this one including, so I've never used. So it's gonna be my first shave, and although I got it from them directly, what I'm gonna give you is actually my true and honest opinion. What I might like or dislike, I will tell you. I know this has split some hairs in the past because of its resemblance with the Rex Ambassador. It has been released right after the Ambassador's release. They both are inspired on the Gibbs French adjustable razor from the 60s, 70s, I don't recall now. And this razor also splits some hairs because of its characteristics. Some people say it is quite aggressive. So my friend Mully Shaves has recently shaved with it, and like on setting one, he says there's already a lot of blade feel and it's quite aggressive. I've seen Sinatra Lennon, Ken Surfs using it. Even Subi shaves, like he shaved his head the other day, like using setting number 6. So I don't know, maybe you might like a more aggressive razor, a less aggressive razor. But to what I heard, to what I see in other reviews, that it is, from the starting point, it is already an aggressive razor. So to take in mind, also it is on the heavy side. I'll put the specs now, but it's like 140 grams, 100 and something grams, so it's quite heavy. It's short. The handle is quite, well, thick. The knurlings are not quite deep, although you see some knurling, not super deep. Let's see how it goes when I shave, and you can easily see the dot and adjustment here below in there. Also, I've heard, and so even with my fingers like this, not even like wet or soapy, I heard people complaining on the ease of, or not, or difficulty to adjust. You know, when you got some soapy hands, this ridges on the adjustment knob don't quite make the treat. This is what I heard. There has been some iterations of this razor. The cool thing is that they all come also numbered. You know, like the date coded or like lot coded. You see like made in India and a lot here. So really cool. You get to know like the year when the razor has been made, and many people like it. And yeah, it's CNC machined in brass, super solid, super sturdy. And also for the price point, also again this debate, not only with the, you know, like the Rex Ambassador razor directly, but for a CNC machined razor, this retails quite nicely. I mean, for the price of an adjustable, of you know, CNC machined, it's quite there. I mean, it's compatible. There are some competitors in the price range. I would put like the Parker variant, open or closed comb, but old Parker variant. Even I think like the Rockwell 6C kind of price range. And then you also get like this Pro Flexi adjustable CNC in brass. So different quality of materials there, different manufacturing processes. But I mean, that's kind of the price range. So that's why I think many people go there and take a look at that. So let me go ahead and already load the razor, the blade, because one thing that I've noticed, so it's a two-piece, super easy to use. What I'm gonna be using today is the Super Barba. That's a Brazilian brand. It's made in Germany though. It's like a white label for a Brazilian brand. It's made in Germany, and to me, I really like this blade. To me, it resembles like the Persona Platinum. And you see when you're going to load the razor, already a couple of things I wanted to say. You see like those, it's not even like a pin, it's really like almost like a bar. And I like to put the blade onto the top cap as opposed to just placing here, because it's there's nothing like, so to speak, to hold the blade still before you screw it. And there you go. So it's an adjustable razor. You just go, let's go for number 1, for example. And in the past, there has been some issues like with alignment and maybe a little bit of slant or yeah, misalignment, not of a perfect quality control there. There has been some iterations, as I said, and they have corrected that. And to me, they look actually perfectly aligned, and the exposure is equal. One thing that some people like, some people don't, there's absolutely no blade overhang. Whilst shaving, to me, it's okay. Sometimes what might annoy some people, me sometimes when I'm doing like contours, or if we want to get some under some areas, what happens is with the blade overhang, when you cover this blade overhang, is that you get a few millimeters of metal, of razor, and not having a blade. So when you want to go some places, or even doing the contours, actually the blade is somewhere a little bit up there, so you have to go and adjust. And yeah, that's one thing. The other thing that's already out of the bets before using, because I tried loading and looking at the razor, that I actually did not quite like, is because of this blade overhang, and here on the top cap and on the bottom is so perfect, is that when I pull, I cannot take the blade with me. You see the blade stays there. And sometimes because of the threads, at the end, sometimes it pulls the blade out, and it kind of ejects sometimes the blade. You see, it kind of goes up, and when we're trying to take the blade out, it's a little bit, to me, a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna say unsafe. Well, it can be unsafe, but I wish I could pick up the blade as well whilst I pull, as opposed to not being able to. And then it's quite annoying to pick up the blade, or as I said, when I want to pull it, I might throw the blade away. So throw the blade out and go somewhere, and so this is something that I quite don't like. Maybe if here it was like just a tiny bit on the sides, on the bottom cap, just a tiny bit thinner, like millimeter, or less than a millimeter, like a hair less, well, smaller, where when I could pull this out, I could already pinch a little bit the blade and would come right out. So that's my 2 cents already, even before using the razor. And yeah, so let's go for the shave. Before going to the shave, let me tell you what I'm gonna use. As of the soap, I'm gonna be using the Razor Rock motherfucker. I'm gonna be using, as a pulse shave, I'm gonna be using a Splash, also from Brazil, which is Jelly Roll Grease. This scent here is the Tropicalia. Absolutely amazing scent to me, aquatic, some fresh. It's good like for warm weathers, for example. I'm gonna be using a brush. It's been a while I haven't used. It's a Frank Shaving 26 millimeter. It's a mixed fiber, so 50% synthetic and 50% Badger, and also from Pro Shaving, a shaving bowl. So they also got me. So I'm gonna be testing their shaving bowl. So just for the record, just gonna show you the bowl in terms of sizes. I've got a couple of bowls here. So the one on the left is from Pro Shaving. The one here in the middle is from Yaki. And this wooden bowl here is from Dovo. So it's kind of a in between. Let me see, I haven't used that yet. So let me see how I like this size of a bowl, if that's still enough, or like for lathering, if that should be like more of a bigger bowl. So this, very quickly, this bowl here is cool. You can hold it, you can hold your brush, and also you can supposedly hold your razor over here, but with the Pro Flexi, because it's so thick, it doesn't fit in. So for other razors, yes, you might have, not only from Pearl. With the Pearl, the slick, it fits. This one does not. Yeah, does not. So that's, but yeah, at least the Pro Flexi, they have this stand. It comes with a pack. So that's gonna be it. So that's gonna be today's shave. As always, just gonna now shave, and in the end I'll tell my experience. I'm gonna be playing around. I'll show you on screen which adjustment I'll be using, because, well, they say it's an aggressive razor, so I might be going like towards the #1 setting. And also I have quite a growth here on my neck, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it molds. Maybe playing one side and 3 or whatever the other side, I'll be showing whilst I shave, just for fun, just for experimenting this range of blade exposure. So that's gonna be today's shave, and let's go for it. So that was today's shave. Well, very, very, very good shave, smooth, and absolutely no problems at all. I got a close shave and super, super smooth. Let's start talking about the razor. Well, now that I get my even like my beard balm, it's creamy. It's like a it's like a balm. Um, I I feel it more slippery with the knurlings. During my shave, I had always my hand super dry and I didn't have any soap, so I didn't have any problems by adjusting the knob or with the knurling. But if it's just a little bit, yeah, with some product like soap or in my case balm, it is a little bit more slippery, and with a little bit of water, it gets more slippery. So first of all, right out of the bat, what I would do if I could change something, I would definitely work a little bit more on the knurlings, make it more, well, make it deeper, but also eventually uh, increasing the space between every ridges here so that you can really grip the razor. Eventually, some people have complained. I didn't have any complaint because all my hands always dry, but by adjusting the knob, maybe also increasing this grip. But all in all, it's okay. The way it is also okay. I had a really good shave. In my opinion, I was expecting to have like a super aggressive shave because of recent reviews that I saw, and I didn't find that. At least with this blade, which again, it's made for the Brazilian market, but I would compare like for you guys with the Persona Platinum. So it is like a bit of the road blade, mild, not mild. It is sharp, but it's like not a soft blade, but, but it's flexible. It's not too hard, not too harsh on the skin. So it's a good, very, very good blade. So it was a good pairing. Eventually I could even put another blade even sharper, even, harder. Maybe let's try it. But it is a super, super heavy razor. So it is okay. To me, it's okay. It gets to the point that it's too heavy for me, but it's not too heavy, but it's towards that point. I would do it like a little bit lighter. The handle, the height for me is perfect. Also like the grip, it could be just a tiny bit slimmer, but it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. Yeah, so I was gravitating between adjustment number 1 and 4, and then 3 and 4, and then my third pass was setting number 3.5. For a third pass, setting number 3.5 is a little bit too much eventually, or depending on the blade, could be too much. So I see myself using this razor like first pass or second pass, like the way I had like a lot of hair. I would see myself first pass easily 4 to 4.5, even 5. But second pass definitely dialing down, and my third pass I wouldn't go beyond 3. I think 3 would be like my sweet spot for like my third pass. Again, it's a difference of it's a matter of opinion, it's a matter of skin, a matter of blade, a matter of like technique, how much you push or pull against your skin, how much your skin takes, your taste. So that's why some people might find too aggressive, too mild, or whatever. So try and do what's good for you. In terms of quality, this razor is super good. I mean, sturdy, well built. I like the head. The head was fine. I thought it was easy to find, like the angle. And to me, this is, like a car. I know it's like a product. I mean, it could be a car or a razor or whatever. But a product which has like really high-end characteristics in the quality of manufacturing and the quality of the product itself. But in terms of price, it puts itself down. So for the people who cannot afford or don't want to go for like a super luxury brand or paying too much, it's a perfect compromise. Like if you don't want to go, if you by the price points that you could buy other stuff, this one in terms of quality sets itself a little bit above. So CNC machining in brass, super sturdy material. So that's a very good positive point. In terms of pricing, again, I think would be around the Rockwell 6C, the Parker variant. So it is a good contestant for the price point and the quality it delivers. It is a good contestant. Of course, it depends on your preference, also like design, the length, the height, the weight. So everything will play a role in terms of choosing your favorite material, your favorite razor. But this one, in my opinion, for also the packaging, the presentation, the blades that come with, I haven't tried them, but it comes like with 55 blades, comes with the stand, comes with a nice box. So the presentation for the price point and the quality of the razor, it is to mention. So yeah, about the bowl, let's keep pearl first. About the bowl, it is good. It is a good bowl. It was, to me, was how can I say it? I think if you had problems with space, let's say you're going on a trip, you want to minimize space, that is the smallest bowl that I would get. So for example, this from Dovo, which I think it's too small, and Yaki bowl. If I would have at home, I would have like a bowl like this big, like this one here from Yaki, for example. I would have like a bowl like this. If you have a space constraint, then go for something smaller like this. So when the bowl is not too tall or too wide open, the leather, while we're agitating, the leather tends to, you know, explode and go out of your bowl, your container. So that's why I like a taller bowl. And also, it is almost, you know, depending on your brush, it can be annoying with this bumping, but not too. I didn't find it too. I found the width was okay. So it's a decent bowl. I would have it. Again, if I had some space constraints, that would be perfect, or else maybe a little bit of bigger bowl. The brush, a good one. I tend to prefer synthetics, I guess, but this one, it's a mix. It has a good backbone, but yet it feels like a badger. So you get like both of the worlds. So good stuff. But I'm more used to synthetic. So, but also the size, to me, was, I was bowl leathering, that was okay. But the size of 26 for me, who does like contours and these parts, if I'm gonna face leather, this 26 size to me is a little bit too big. But again, depending on your skin, your face, if you shave your full face, then, or even your head, you have some good real estate to maneuver. The aftershave, it didn't sting at all, although it contains alcohol. So really, really good. It smells fantastic, and I really like these Jelly Roll products. And the beard balm, also super good. If you have any type of beard, mustache, goatee, you've got moisturize as well. Get your beard smooth, moisturized, and smelling nice. So this one is a good choice. It also works as an aftershave balm, even if you wanna go for it. So it could be like a 2-in-1. But oh yeah, all in all, very good shave. I am positively surprised with Pearl Flexi. Again, I have some critics. While I was pulling the razor blade, or the cap, the razor blade actually was ejected, fell in my sink, so I had to change the blade. I had to throw that away. So again, I don't quite like this, you know, you're not being able to take the blade with the top cap, or then when you're gonna pull the top cap, the blade moves. This I don't like so much. So those are the things that I would change if I could. My 2 cents to Pearl. But once again, thank you very much for sending me those. All in all, very good razor, good price. I would buy it for the price. I would buy it. So yeah, let's see future shaves. Let's see how it behaves also with other blades. But all in all, very good shave. I'm happy with it. And thank you for watching. If you've been this far, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel, and put on the comments below what you like, what you disliked, any comments on the Pearl Flexi, any suggestions for future videos, any questions. That's it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.